Hi, it's Stephen here for the Idiot Quilter, and I just want to do a quickie review of some embroidery threads that I've just gotten from a place that's located in Quebec, Canada. And I thought I would compare these to the embroidery threads I usually use. So I'm just going to tip my camera down so you can see these. And I ordered a sample pack from a company called Monfil, monfil.ca. And as I said, they are located in Quebec. And this company produces a variety of sewing products, but they have quite a few embroidery type threads and stabilizers. Now, I have bought some stabilizer from them before, and I find that it's excellent. It works really well, and it is a lot less expensive than the Floriani stabilizers I've been buying at my local quilt store. So that's why I thought I'd take a chance on their threads. Now, they sell these threads. They're called SuperB, and they are actually quite nice. Now, I got a sample kit, and it came with 10, I think 10 or 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, 10 1,000 meter spools of embroidery thread. And these are just some basic colors. And so what I did was to check them out is I stitched out a particular pattern, and I stitched it out first in these colors, the Super B, and then I stitched out again in Floriani threads. Now, I was not able to match perfectly each of the shades of the Super B thread with the Floriani thread. And that's to be expected because of dye lots and things like that. But I tried to do it as close as I possibly could. Now, before I show you and compare the two samples, I just want to talk a little bit more about this Super B thread. As I said, it comes on a 1,000 meter spool, just like this. And the price is very, very good. One spool of 1,000 meters of this embroidery thread costs $2.99 Canadian. Now, there is shipping involved because they are located in Quebec, and you could go into the store and pick them up yourself. But of course, I live closer to Toronto, so that's not that convenient. So if you have an order that is over $100, shipping is free, and it comes by Canadian Postal Service. And it came pretty quickly. I ordered this particular set tail end of last week, and today is Monday, and it arrived today. So given 2 days of a weekend in between, it took maybe 5 days to get. Now, that's not a guarantee because it's going through the Canadian Postal Service that yours would come quite as fast as that, depending on where you live. But I still thought that that was pretty fast. So as I said, these are 1,000 meter spool. They are a polyester thread, and they do have a bit of a sheen to them, which is nice. And at that price, I didn't figure you could go wrong. But the real test is how they look when you do your embroidery. So I have two samples here. Let's just move these to the side for now. And this is sample 1, and this is sample 2. Now, just looking at them very quickly, with the exception of the slight variation in the color, since I could not match up the Super B identical, okay, the same as the Floriani, you are going to have a little bit of a variation. But I tried to match them as close as I possibly could. So this one was done using the Super B threads. This one was done using the Floriani threads. And really, there isn't a great deal of difference that I can see. I did both of these on a tearaway stabilizer. I actually used their tearaway stabilizer. And I haven't pulled it off on this one, but I have on this one. And I didn't have any problems or very few problems with thread breakage with the Super B, which was good. Because in their description of this particular weight of thread, they do say it's a 40 weight. The Floriani is a 40 weight. The Floriani is also a polyester. This is also a polyester. But they do say in their description that this is slightly thinner than most 40 weights. they claim that's to work with very fine detail. But I really didn't see a great deal of difference between the two. So as far as breakage, any problems with it, I really didn't have any more than I would have normally with Floriani. And I don't have a lot with Floriani. Now, Floriani costs, where I buy it, about $7 a spool for 1,000 meters. This, as I've already mentioned, the SuperB, is $2.99 for 1,000 meters. But of course, you are paying shipping on top of that. And the shipping looked like it was about $17 if you ordered under $100 worth. But otherwise, if it's over $100, the shipping is free. Now, they do have a lot to choose from. And as far as colors are concerned, they did include this little booklet that lays out all the colors they have in this SuperB. SuperB, by the way, stands for the company that manufactures this, and it's Super Punch. And the threads are manufactured in China, but they have an outlet here in Canada. Now, I am not sure where Floriani is manufactured. I'm assuming it is manufactured in Italy. Whether that makes any big difference, I don't really think so. It might make a difference in the cost. So here are all their colors. Now, they only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So about 160 colors. Plus they do have something they call flow. I'm not sure what that is. And they do have some metallics as well, although they're only showing 2 here. They may have more than that. You'd have to check the website. And the website, again, is monfil, or monfil, not mono, monfil, monfil.ca. But it's 160 colors to choose from. And although Floriani has a lot more colors to choose from than just that, I think the variety that's within this 160 could do almost any embroidery job you wish it to do. So I think overall, the quality is fairly good. The end product came out well. Minimum amount of problems with it in my embroidery machine. So I'm still like the Floriani, and that's just me, because that's what I started with, and I've always had good luck with the Floriani. I think the Floriani colors have a little bit more of a shine to them, but it's not that big a difference between the two. So if you're just getting into machine embroidery and you've been checking out how much it costs for embroidery threads, then I would recommend this particular company. Give it a try and see how it works out for you. Also, they sell other products as well. They have a wide variety of stabilizers, which are much cheaper than the Floriani, and as far as I'm concerned, work just as well as the Floriani. And if you don't want to take a chance or put a big investment in this, you can buy sample packs like I did that have 10 or 12 different colors. I actually bought a sampler kit that came with a variety of stabilizers, the threads, and a few other little goodies for $100. And I think the value was well worth it. So I thought I'd jump on here and give you a little quickie review about these threads. And if you have any questions, just go to the Monfil website. I think they do a very good job of answering all of your questions about their products. So have a good day. We'll see you next time on The Idiot Quilter.